Let's talk about how many people living in Setubal, where I live, are actually foreigners. We are not going to talk about the effect that foreigners have on prices because that's not what this video is about. This commenter has said that the owners are 90% non-Portuguese when speaking about apartments, but the implication is that the people who are living in the apartments are 90% non-Portuguese because we're not talking about who owns them necessarily, we're talking about who lives in them. And that's what my original video was about, so maybe this person misspoke, but let's talk about who lives in apartments in Setubal. This is the 2021 census. I just wanted to show you the full picture before I zoom in to show you the data that we're going to talk about. Zooming in, this is basically showing us the proportion of residents that are foreign nationals. So you can see that up there. That's the segment of the census I'm looking at. And we have Portugal, the continent, and then I brought Setubal in so that we can look specifically at Setubal. And here are the Setubal numbers. This is men and women, men, women. So HM is everybody together. Okay, so now that you've seen where I'm getting these numbers from, these are the numbers. So again, this highlighted section is Setubal. At the top we have total and then continent Portuguese, and then this is, I think, Azores and then Madeira. So 6.92% of the population in Setubal is foreigners. It is not 90% that are non-Portuguese. I know that there have been lots of effects of foreigners in recent years, and I also know that this is 2021. Yes, it's a little bit outdated. Censuses don't happen every year, but this is what we have. And there's no way that this has gone from under 7% to 90% in the past 2 years. And again, you are talking about owners, but my video was talking about who lives there, so the implication would be that that's who's living there. It clearly is not. And yes, there is a conversation to be had about the effects that foreigners have had, but there's not as many foreigners as the rhetoric is telling you there are. And that's an important thing to note. Make sure that you have your numbers right.